As far as last night, I want to go over a recap of what happened. We had several CPD officers that were monitoring several large groups and what appeared to be a lot of unchaperoned juveniles in the downtown space. So about 10:58 p.m., officers that were patrolling the area of 100 Cherry Street and 100 Walnut Street heard gunshots. And the officers observed multiple parties firing. And then they observed multiple victims that had been hit by the gunfire. They began rendering aid. There were a lot of unintended teens that were there as well that they were trying to harbor and get to safety. And in all 6 victims were struck by gunfire. 4 of them have non-life-threatening injuries, and 2 of them are very, very critical. There was a person of interest that was detained last night. That person has been ruled out as a suspect. Investigators have reviewed all video that we know about, and we're continuing to look for more video. And they've been able to determine the following: that 2 groups of people were beginning to converge on one another in what appeared to have been some type of altercation. 2 individuals from one group started firing upon the other group. And they believe that there wasn't one intended target, at least in that other group, and all the other victims that were shot were unintended. The investigators, they worked all night, chasing all available leads, looking into every available lead. They never stopped. And at this time, there does not seem to be any connection to anything gang-related. That's not been completely ruled out, but there's nothing indicating that at this time. So if anyone has any information on this case, we ask them to call 423-643-5100 or submit a tip via the Atlas One app. And you can always stay anonymous. We just want the information. But thank you so much. And my condolences go out to the families, the victims, and of course, have no idea what they've done, but also I'm just sending some type of healing to any of the suspects that were involved in this as well. So thank you.
I can't say this clearly enough. Easy access to illegal guns is killing kids, and our community has a responsibility to put a stop to it. This is exactly why I joined mayors from across the United States last week to call on the U.S. Senate to pass common sense gun reforms to our gun safety laws. Background checks, red flag laws, raising the age limit so that children can't purchase assault rifles. These are the things that the vast majority of Americans support, as do our law enforcement professionals notably. There is no reason to wait, so I'll add my voice to the chorus saying we need to pass these laws now. But parents also need to be responsible. If you know your kid has access to a firearm, you must intervene before someone, perhaps even your own child, ends up dead. The kind of gun violence that erupted last night is often rooted in neglect. All of us, and especially parents, caregivers, and families, must be actively involved in knowing where our children are, what they're doing, and ensuring they don't get their hands on weapons that can harm themselves and others. If you have a firearm, keep it securely locked away from children. As gun thefts are on the rise, failing to secure your gun can result in a tragedy.